So today, Joaquin has talked us into walking around with Bob for a little bit. So I've got a meeting on the phone with my publisher of my book, which is going to be out Amazon on October 14th. So we got to get ready for that. We're about a month ahead of that. Then we're going to take off and go down and meet with the city of Patterson for a reimbursement check for a water line that we put in when we build the old water office. That's going to kind of be an interesting meeting. I made it up the food chain, city manager, all these different people to approve. Cities don't like to reimburse anybody for anything, but they're going to reimburse me. And then we're going to go to the back of the old water office and take a look at this new little event site that we put together, artificial turf and this kind of thing. Hop in the car, come back to Modesto, and we're going to take a look inside the shop at some of the projects that are going on for Rhode Island. So let's go.
So part of the Amazon bestseller strategy is going to be sort of rallying your network and kind of reaching out to people who you know.
I just got my hard copies the other day. I got like 300 or something of them. I'm actually selling copies of books to customers that when I bring the topic up, it's kind of like the self-promotion thing.
That's perfect, yes. What you could also do is just to kind of go the extra mile, if you want to print out like some QR codes that go directly to the Amazon page and include those in the book so that people can scan them and leave a review after they've read it.
That's a great idea. I can do that. I can make some little stickers and put them on the inside of all the books that I hand out and sell. If you could dig something up, it'd be great, because what I was thinking is I could have that cardboard cutout and I could have like a little shelf there and you could be holding the book in the restaurant when people walked in.
Definitely, yeah, I'm happy to do that.
All right, well then with that being said, I got to go to an appointment.
All right, well, as always, I'm here to help. If you need anything, just feel free to reach out.
We're listening to Joe Rogan right now, right? And the way that he drives a conversation, the way it looks at it, and I'm telling Joaquin that I think I could maybe do it, and I told him that I think he could do it. And then he said, yeah, he think you could do it. What was your response to it about how you thought I could do it?
I said, I think you can do it just as good, if not better than me.
Okay, so what that is a conversation before he gets his check. Now, if he had already had his check, it wouldn't be that. That wasn't the answer. It would have been something completely different, like, well, I don't know, you need a little work on it, Bob. I mean, things could be, you know, like, the thing is you need to kind of like move up to that kind of level that's not you're there yet. So here we are at City Hall, coming into the city of Patterson right now. We're gonna pull around. All right, here we go. Just going to, because I need a queue of people that are going to buy the book when it comes out.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And when you mentioned that, I was like, that's interesting. I've never read a book by someone that I know, so that would be cool.
Yeah, I would love for you to read it too.
Sure.
You know a little bit more about me.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
When do you think Mr. Maring will see the greenbacks?
That's
money.
a good question. I'll get you a timeline for that here.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
That was a tough digging.
Oh man. Well, the thing is that they stepped up. They're basically giving us a compensation for it, and respecting that. And this was 2 lots, right, Ed? Is this 2 lots?
Yeah, it's 2 lots here and 2 lots over there.
Yeah, so the 2 lots here in the back, we were thinking about possibly putting in an event building, but the price got restrictively too high. We couldn't justify it. So we basically put a landscape garden back here with a little place to get married with some lighting at night. And we're gonna put a barbecue grill in over here. And it's gonna be just a great place for people to enjoy the old water office in a group setting. And because this is like right here, this is an alley. The alley that we were talking about is right through here, goes right down through that way, and then the alley went across the back. So we couldn't really plant trees and everything in here because it would be a public utility easement. So that's why we put the trees in the boxes, and we left the trees in the boxes so we can just bring a crane and pop the tree out whenever we need to do it. The plant selections, obviously, it involved a professional plant picker. Me, I picked all the plants out. Who decided where the fire pit would go? I did.
fire.
So now here we come into the shop. Got guys working. Let's take a look at over here.
The well's doing a lot better. It's just, we bent it all the
So
way.
what we're doing here is we're playing with this prototype of these stars. And if someone would go online and go to the Budapest Museum of Music, you would see how this whole ceiling has got these like abstract pieces on it. There's a gap in between the ceiling and the stars. We'll cascade light in there, create like a moonlight kind of effect, and it'll really be cool. Did we get that sandblaster to work? So here's what the table will look like. You can see what they're doing is getting the gaps here to come through. And then on the end, we're gonna do what's called a dental, which is like with the mahogany. You come over here, you can take a look at it. White, dark kind of wood. And then all of these are the different ones for in between as well. So now the table's getting ready to be assembled. And then over here, John, why don't you come over here and show us what you did? So we had, I'll send you a picture of this where we had it earlier where we had painted it, but I was looking at it and I wasn't really happy with it. It was too, what did you call it, kindergarten?
Yeah, it looked like a kindergarten.
It looked like kindergarten, just painted it. So then what we did is we sanded it and took the torch to it. And now by taking the torch to it, look at that look that it's got. The colors are subdued. It's got a much more sophisticated look to it. And so what we're thinking of, two different things we can do with this. I can make this a wall mount. I can hang it on a wall on a hallway, or I can put glass on it and I can make it a tabletop. Either way, it could be very interesting. So here we have the shop. You can see the guys are working here on the prototype. We've got that particular idea going on. And as soon as these two projects are out and finished, then we're gonna come in and do our next project, which is gonna be our tables. We also have this display up here. We're gonna make a beautiful dome over the top of the pizza oven inside the cellar. And these are all of the fishes from the Mediterranean Sea. And I got that mobile last time I was in Syracuse, Sicily. So it's kind of nice to be able to walk from my house. And you can see over here some of the wood that we brought in. All of this wood in this rough state is all going to be making different types of projects inside the new Redwood Café at River Islands. And most all of this wood is black walnut. It's a little bit, when you start sanding that up and cleaning it up, it's just a beautiful wood. You can see all of this wood we've got lined up across the back here too is raw material for us to do our jobs. So get out of the way. Here we go. River Islands, Redwood Cafe, we're on it.